Hey everyone, Mr. Sujano here. In this video we're talking about PlayStation 2, N64, Game Boy and more. Let's get started. Alright, we'll kick things off here talking about gaming on Linux with Batocera. For those who may not be aware, Batocera.Linux is an open source and completely free retro gaming distribution. So at the time of filming, Batocera 37 Red Admiral has just released, and I would argue this is a pretty big update. They've added in support for Wiimotes and nunchucks to be used as zapper guns. They've added in support for Fusion Light Guns, Samco guns, Steam Deck Force Feedback support, AMD RDNA 3 support, and Steam Deck Virtual Mouse and Gun support from the trackpad. In addition to that, they've also added in a whole bunch of stuff here, including retro achievements for PCSX2, and there's also a whole bunch of bug fixes. And on top of all of that, the emulators within Batocera have also been updated. Batocera is 100% free, it's open source, and it's available for a whole bunch of different platforms, including PC, the Steam Deck, and a whole bunch of gaming handhelds. If you want to check it out, I'll drop a link to it in the description below. And speaking about free and open source, we talk about free and open source a lot on this channel. In fact, it's almost all we talk about. Well, almost. We'll get to that in just a second. Next up, we're talking about N64 emulation with RMG, which stands for Subscribe to Mr. Sujano, or Rosalies Mupen GUI. For those who may not be aware, Rosalies Mupen GUI is a free and open source Mupen 64 Plus GUI written in C++, and it just got a brand new update. So at the time of filming, version 0.4.1 is the latest update, and this one has a whole bunch of bug fixes and also an accuracy improvement. In fact, it fixes a very weird bug here. In Paper Mario, it would crash when using the hammer on a specific tree, and now that's been fixed. I've never encountered that bug, but if you have, let me know in the comments below. RMG is compatible with Windows and Linux, even on Flatpak, and I'll drop a link to it in the description below. Feel free to check it out. And speaking about Flatpak, next up we're talking about PlayStation 2 emulation with PCSX2. And as of right now, PCSX2 is not technically on Flathub, at least officially. If you are using Linux at this point in time, I do recommend picking up the latest and greatest nightly build right from their website. It is available in an app image. However, on Flathub here, you can find PCSX2, and it says buy PCSX2, but it's not the officially supported version. In fact, what's on Flathub here is about 2 months old. It's not even necessarily recent. However, although nothing is set in stone and nothing is guaranteed here, it appears that the PCSX2 development team is interested in putting up their own Flatpak builds. It says here in this commit, add Flatpak build files. This PR adds a Flatpak build to our CI using almost the same configuration as the app image. Thanks to Charles the Thobe for assistance with putting together this manifest. As for the rationale behind these changes, they say there's a non-trivial number of users using the Flatpak. We want to provide the same experience regardless of which packaging format they use. I think this is a massive win for PCSX2, and I hope to go through with it. But moving on, and next up we're talking about Game Boy emulation with My OldBoy. However, it's worth pointing out that My OldBoy is not open source. And this version, which is just returned to the Google Play Store, is not free. And furthermore, they have been accused of stealing source code and selling it. Anyways, My OldBoy has been updated to support the latest versions of Android and also support cloud saves with Google Drive. If you are looking for a good Game Boy Color emulator on Android, I'd recommend checking out Pizza Boy GBC Pro, or the free version, Pizza Boy GBC Basic, or even gbc.emu from Robert Broglia. This one is paid, but if you go to the GitHub, because it is free and open source, you can pick up the free version. Next up, we're quickly talking about one of my favorite Linux desktop environments, KDE Plasma. And Plasma version 5.27.6 just released. This one has a whole bunch of improvements, including better Flatpak support and a whole bunch of bug fixes, including a really weird one that resulted in high CPU usage when dragging around a window. And last up here, we're talking about a brand new and really weird ROM hack. It's called Super Mario Bros. X86 Island. And this one is a hack of Adventure Island with, you guessed it, Mario Brothers. If you are interested in this one, I'll drop a link to it in the description below, and if you've tried it out, let me know your thoughts about it in the comments below. But anyways, that is all I've got for you in this one. Straight to the point, all stuff and no fluff. We talked about a bunch today. Let me know your thoughts about absolutely any of it in the comments below. If you like this video, leave a like. If you didn't like this video, leave a like. Hit that subscribe button, check out my other videos. Don't tempt fate, save your state.